As you all know, we're not nearly as big as some of the other creatures on our planet, and that's if we only count the normal-sized ones. But they have their giants too, and seeing some of them can be both awe-inspiring and terrifying at the same time, which is exactly what we're about to see today. A Nebraska man found himself being pulled over by the police for an unusual reason here. Someone had reported him for driving around with a gigantic bull in his passenger seat, and it wasn't just any bull. It had unbelievably large horns that took up a considerable amount of space. The sight of the massive bull riding shotgun was enough to draw attention and concern from other drivers, but the man seemed unfazed, acting as if it was completely normal to have a huge bull as his co-pilot. This enormously big Holstein Friesian bull was completely dwarfing the 5-foot man who was its caretaker. Standing next to the bull in the barn, the man looked like a midget, as if part of a mythical movie set or something. The bull's massive frame and powerful build were completely dominating the space, and it seemed almost otherworldly. Despite its intimidating appearance, the caretaker managed the bull with ease and confidence, as the big beast wasn't aggressive at all. The world's biggest lion was sharing a living space with the world's biggest tiger here. Their powerful bodies and regal presence were awe-inspiring. But the scene was a bit bizarre, with a man trying to give the lion a mohawk while the lion groomed itself. I know cats are generally weird, but this is weirder than usual. The lion seemed very relaxed too, almost enjoying the attention. The tiger didn't appear to be too curious either, which means that this wasn't the first time that this had happened. Meet Hercules, the world's biggest liger, which is what you get when you have a lion father and a tiger mother. Hercules might look terrifying, but he maintains a gentle demeanor and is very nice to everyone around. He's a very unique creature, and I'm glad that there are people taking care of him. Did you know that there was a breed of big cats called a liger? Please let us know in the comments section down below. Check out this massive lioness. She's the biggest in the world, and she's so huge that even a tall man standing behind her is barely visible. She looks like a horse that you ride into battle. Seriously, her size is unbelievable. You can see every muscle in her powerful frame, and I'm pretty sure she would be able to absolutely destroy most male lions. Going down the river in a small boat, some people spotted a ginormous crocodile here. The crocodile quickly moved and jumped into the water upon hearing them coming. But the unfortunate thing was how bad their camera quality was. It did not do the giant beast justice at all, but it was still obvious how big it was. Those individuals were really brave to stay in the water after seeing that, because I would have definitely got out as soon as I caught a glimpse of the gigantic monster. Here we have the biggest crocodile currently in captivity, a truly gigantic beast. This massive croc was rescued from the wild after it was found attacking people's boats and causing terror. But it turned out he wasn't being aggressive for no reason. He was actually terrified of boat engine sounds and any kind of machinery sounds, as its rescuers later observed. This fear was what made him lash out and attack, but after he was rescued and moved away from any kind of machinery noises, he became very gentle. Absolutely massive and full of muscles, this tiger was acting like an absolute baby. The huge cat was drinking milk from a bottle, just like a little kitten, and he was hanging on to his standing master and clinging to him like he was the lightest little creature ever. His paws alone were as big as the man's head. It's crazy to see such a powerful animal showing such a gentle, independent side. Standing next to a small shed, This gigantic grizzly bear seemed even bigger than he already was. The shed was actually a generator storage shed, and the bear decided to use it as its personal scratching post. As the bear rubbed and scratched against it, the shed started to fall apart, as the bear had no idea how powerful he was. The giant beast did not mean to destroy the shed, but that couldn't be avoided since he was so heavy and big. This giant, enormous bear almost got into trouble with a smaller female bear. The big guy looked really goofy, towering over the little feisty female, but despite the massive size difference, the bigger male seemed really scared of the female. He decided not to mess with her, and he just froze and waited for the female to leave and the thing to be over. The goofy bear looked like a dog that had done something wrong and was scared of its master, and I'm really curious to find out what was going on. In these amazing shots, we see a hunter standing over the corpse of the absolute largest bear to ever be photographed. Notice how unbelievably big the bear's paws are, and how its head alone is the size of the entire man almost. Imagine running into something like that while taking a hike in the woods. I bet its growls alone would make the fiercest of men tremble in fear. What would you do if you ran into that all by yourself? Please let us know in the comments section down below. An unbelievably big wild boar wandered into a residential area here, and while moving between backyards looking for something to eat, it got its tusks tangled in a fence. The boar struggled, thrashing and grunting, trying to free itself, and for a while, it seemed like it was stuck for good. But after some more struggling, it ended up pulling free after partially destroying the fence. The house owners didn't like their fence getting destroyed, but they were glad the boar was gone. Take a look at this enormous wild boar standing on two legs, rummaging through a dumpster to search for food to feed its giant babies. These young ones were surprisingly big for baby animals, don't you think? People nearby initially mistook the boar for a grizzly bear due to its massive size. They even started calling it Pigzilla. No one dared to take out their trash while Pigzilla was around either. The giant beast controlled the block as soon as it appeared. Did you enjoy this video? Please let us know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. And please, turn on your notifications bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.